The inventory of homes for buyers to purchase is on the rise across the U.S. Are we seeing the same thing in Portland Metro real estate? Let's take a look at our local stats and trends. Hey everybody, RRMilligan here, bringing you the latest in stats and trends for the Portland Metro real estate market. As always, our sample is for the full Portland Metro area, including Southwest Washington. And what we're trying to do with this sample is suss out the overall health of our market. If you want to know what's going on specifically in your neck of the woods, just drop a line in the comments section and I will get back to you right away. So let's start with prices. The average sale price likes to bounce around from week to week. If you remember, we started out this month in the red with an average sale price coming in 3.6% lower compared to last year at this time. Well, this week prices are up by 3.7%. That brings the average sale price so far this month back into the black, but just barely, only by about 0.6%. That's probably not too bad if you consider that we're starting to see the results of sales that were agreed to back during April's volatility. We are continuing to see interesting developments in the supply and demand numbers. The supply of homes for buyers to purchase is on the rise nationally. And if you've been keeping up with these reports, you know that we've been tracking that trend in Portland for several weeks now. The number of homes that hit the for sale market this week was still pretty elevated. It was slightly lower than the previous week, but still well above last year's number by about 17%. Now on to the demand side of the supply and demand equation. The Mortgage Brokers Association reported that there was an 11% surge in mortgage applications this past week. What are we seeing in Portland? Well, I am happy to announce that after 9 weeks of near immobile demand numbers, we are finally seeing an increase. It's not huge, but it is above the trend line that we've been seeing over the last 9 weeks. The number of new purchase contracts agreed to by buyers and sellers was up by about 7% compared to the previous week, and still came in on par with what we saw last year at this time, so not too bad. Price reductions did back off the previous week's high number, but still remain pretty elevated compared to what we normally see this time of year. We didn't see much change in the number of days that a home spent on the market before receiving an acceptable offer, and also not much change in the number of foreclosure properties on the market, which sounds good, but it is still an elevated number compared to what we saw last year at this time. Mortgage rates did tick up about 1/8 of a point compared to about a week ago. The best rate that I could find advertised on Thursday for the 30-year fixed was about 6.625% with a single discount point. The previous week we were looking at 6.5% as our best case scenario. The yield on the 10-year Treasury is one of our best indicators of mortgage rates are headed, and it's been on the rise since the end of April. However, we are seeing today that it has been receding, so there may be some changes as we head into the weekend. If I do see any big changes in mortgage rates as we do head into the weekend, I'll post that information in the comment section. So to sum it up, we're looking at supply continuing to rise and likely put pressure on sale prices, which are looking a little bit stagnant at the moment. But buyer demand seems to be picking up, only by a small margin so far, and I'd really like to see what the next couple of weeks bring us before I get too excited about a big surge in buyer demand. Like I mentioned early in the video, if you have any questions, drop a line in the comment section and I will be sure to follow up. Otherwise, have a great weekend and I will see you right here next week.